Usually when I finish my mix downs, I put all the elements into a similar space for the extra layer of glue. This is a simple trick but very powerful at the same time, and it takes your mixes to the next level. First, let's make this return track, which I want to put my reverb rack into it, and then I want to send my important elements of the mix into it. Guys, I want to use RVerb right here. This is a very quality and very natural sounding reverb, which is perfect for our purpose today. And we want a room reverb. Here we go in the presets. And in the factory, I go to RVerb and medium room. This is the perfect reverb that I'm talking about. And I just want to send a lot of my elements in this mix into this beautiful reverb. But first, before putting anything into this reverb, I like to use my own EQs before and after this reverb. First of all, I put an EQ before this reverb here, and I make this EQ a high pass one. I want to cut the low end around 150, and I want to roll a little bit of the top end around 18 or 15k is awesome, and I duplicate this one and I put it after the reverb. So in this way I will have a very clean signal, and we get rid of the low end coming into this reverb, and then we get rid of the low end coming out of this reverb, and in this way there is no way that this reverb will muddy our mix. Now let's take a listen to the sound of this reverb. Here in this group, all my elements of the mix are in here except the vocals. I have turned off the vocals for copyright issues in this mix. Now I want to send this group to this reverb right here. It is going right here. I change the name to room reverb, and I push the solo button to listen to the sound of this beautiful reverb. Guys, this room reverb is perfect, and it is very similar to the room reverb that Swedish House Mafia had used in their Red Light song at the beginning of the song. And this is a very beautiful reverb. And let's take a listen to the whole mix down. Without this reverb, I turn this off. This is a drop. And I want to glue this drop with this reverb. I want to send a little bit of each element to this reverb. So I turn this back to 0. This was our group. And one by one, I want to send a little bit to this reverb. First of all, our kick. It is sounding like this. The reverb is off. More time. And guys, I'm putting this reverb in solo for the kick, and I know it is best to put your reverbs, add your reverbs to the whole mixdown instead of listening to it in solo. But for the kick, I want to do this because I don't want any artifacts for the kick, as you can hear right now. We don't want this. I stick to around -18 dB or lower, and now I listen to it in the whole context of the mix. I think this is a perfect spot for the kick. Right now, a little bit for the claps, right here. Around -18 or a little bit lower. This is perfect. Now for my top drums. Here is perfect. For the subs, you don't want to do this. For the basses, I turn off the reverb. I turn it on. Perfect. Now for the instrument section, I send all the group of instruments to this beautiful reverb. We can send more reverb to this instrument group. Right here is perfect. I turn off the reverb for a quick A and B. Perfect. A little bit for the FXs. And that's it, guys. Now let's take a listen to the solo of this room reverb again. Perfect balance for this room reverb. And very simply, guys, by doing this, I'm adding an extra layer of glue to my mix. And in the other videos, I'm going to show you other ways that I do to make my whole mix glued together with all these subtle tips and tricks to take my mix to the next level. If you have found this video useful so far, please consider liking and subscribing. And of course, this gives me a lot of motivation to make more of this stuff. And also hit the notification bell for all the future updates. Thank you, friends. And guys, one important tip for this trick that I showed you right now is that you have to use, and it is not a rule, but you have to use a natural reverb, which I'm finding this RVerb by Waves Audio Company. And in this preset medium room in RVerb is doing the perfect job, and it is very natural to my ears. The next thing is that, guys, I don't recommend you to put all your mix into this reverb because you want different levels go into this room reverb compared to the original levels of your mix. For example, my kick is very low in this room reverb compared to the other elements in this song. And another point, guys, is that reverb trick that I show you is some kind of a mastering trick, at least for me. And I do this at the end of my mix sounds when everything is finished and I want to add this extra layer of glue to my mix sounds. And guys, don't forget, this trick has to be very subtle in your mixes. And this is one of those kind of tricks that when you turn off the reverb, you have to notice the change, but when it is on, you shouldn't hear that reverb that much in your mix. It has to be very subtle. Thanks for watching, friends. If you have any questions about the tips that we talked about today, just ask me in the comments, and I love you so much. Bye.